Oh, the truths are starting to prevail. Look at this. 13.4 miles per gallon. That's not comforting. Wow. 297 miles to empty. We started off this morning, we had 401, so we've lost over 100 miles of range. And yeah, if I've been doing like 75, 80, yes. So yeah, if I tamed it to 70, gotta hit that 14 possibly, but it's hot, very hot out. Okay, so that's number one. But this is my story with these diesel trucks. That Tremor truck, that did pretty good with this trailer. It was at like 14.4, but my guess is that is because it's a single rear wheels. It's not the dual rear wheels. It cracks me up. I know a lot of people, and I'm in forums, and I always hear that it's the same old story about these diesel trucks. It's ridiculous. You'll have I guarantee you someone will reach out in this video today and go, my truck gets 18 to 20 miles a gallon towing a trailer. You probably do, but you probably go 50 miles an hour. There's no doubt in my mind. If I slow this thing down a lot, yeah, but I've had the GMC, the Chevy, Duramax, 2015-16 model. I've had all the Ram trucks up to 2018. And I have the Ford, new Super, Power Stroke, Super Stroke, whatever and you don't get these claimed numbers that people always talk about. I don't know where these people, I don't see it, because I'm not lying. My attitude with diesel trucks is it's 10, 12 miles per gallon and heavy towing. It's 10, 12 miles a gallon. If you're pulling 10, 12, 15,000 pound trailers and you're actually driving the truck down the road, I get it. You're babying the hell out of it, maybe, but no way. So get this, let's just say I have 3,800 pounds behind me, aluminum trailer. It's only 7 foot wide and 7 foot tall, so it's not a big trailer. And now here I'm down to 13 miles per gallon range. Yeah, I know. Tame it back. I get it. But 95 is 75 mile an hour driving. 75, 80 mile an hour driving. That's just the road. And I want to get somewhere. I'm going to go somewhere. For me, I'm just not going to be the penny pincher squawking over another half. That's not who I am. Just forget that. So I'm going to keep on rock and rolling. But I thought this thing would be about 14. So I'm kind of taken back that it's getting down at lower 13 miles per gallon. Now, I got the engine check light on the instrumentation. So part of me is it's emissions baloney. I got rid of one of my Ram trucks I had back in 2016. It was never ending taking that. I had a Ram 3500, black, Laramie, beautiful truck, beautiful. Single rear axle, mega cab setup. It was a great truck, except for I had to go to the dealership all the time and have the emissions reset all the time. I'm not lying. By about the 10th time, I was like, I'm done. I am done bringing this truck back to the dealership for you guys to take in the back and take your computer and reset this stupid ass emission crap. A lot of people today are like, well, just take that diesel emission stuff off. Yeah, well, if you're following those news, yeah, hey, do that and publicize it, or if you have a state that regulates it, yeah, you're going to be in jail. Yeah, you think I'm kidding? Yeah, okay. Just like me. Let me put off-road diesel fuel in my truck, and and I'll be great. It'll be great, And yeah, I would have to honestly say the odds are I would never get caught. But oh my God, just say for the hell of it, some trooper boy rolls up next to you, pulls you over, and this guy just for the hell of it wants to check my diesel tank, and he pulls out green instead of red. Yeah, hello, $10,000 instant fine right there. And so, all right, so now, I'm really disappointed. They didn't change the oil. So I just opened up the hood to make sure that check engine icon wasn't something about maybe the oil. Maybe things low in oil. I don't know. Yeah, right? Who the hell knows? Yeah, nah, And hey, so here's the thing. these dealers, I really think the car dealers are hurting. And this isn't to be negative or mean. I'm just telling you, the car dealers are hurting. So if they're telling you they're just making a bloody fortune and killing, they're not. And the reason I know that is because when you buy a new car from them or a used car and they can't even fill the vehicle up, what's that all about? They don't change the oil of the vehicles that come in. They skimp as many services as possible on a used vehicle. Hey, what's that all about? Car sales guys are selling half what they used to. Yikes. So car dealerships, they have a lot of variables going on right now. Number one variable is the ongoing, continued challenge of getting product. But at the same time, the number two challenge is the inflation, where cars have gotten so expensive. And now the third variable, which you don't even want to know, is the next variable, which it hasn't really happened full blown, but people are going broke. People can't buy new cars. People are scared to buy new cars because everything continues to get more and more expensive. So people are having to, just say, take a time out and say, let me reevaluate things. Remember earlier I was talking in my video about how I said, let me go home and sleep. Let me sleep on it. I think right now a lot more people today are saying, let me sleep on that. Wow. So the truck, truck in this open road, this is a little beast. It's a little monster. I mean, if you really want that truck rig feel, this is the truck. I mean, if I was like 20, 30 years younger, no doubt in my mind, this is like, oh my God, because it's just a brute type of truck. And, it just radiates that, truck. I'm a truck, man. I'm driving a truck. And my daughter, being a young lady, she just loves this truck feel, and I get that because when I was growing up, that's how I was. I didn't want to drive around some luscious Lincoln Continental. I wanted to get behind the wheel of a freaking truck and drive that thing and know it's driving a truck. Well, this thing doesn't. I mean, this thing radiates truck. So it's really fun on that aspect. I don't enjoy the rough bumps that bounce me up and down, and it kind of gets old. But on the smooth roads, she is like a little train, like a little freight train, So get here. So now I'm at the 75 mile speed, so I've toned it down a little bit just to see kind of how the miles per gallon starts playing out. But I really think at the end of the day, it wouldn't surprise me for the days out, I see 12.9 miles per gallon. And I didn't even video the gas station back there is empty. I mean, you're on Route 95, I-95, and it's empty. I mean, gas stations are empty. And people are like, well, they're not empty. This right now is July. It's July 4th week. This is some of the busiest time of year of people traveling and going places and doing things. And you're telling me 95 is like empty and gas stations are like empty? And I know people are no, but you have to understand the good old days. When we talk about the good old days, I think we're going to start talking about the good old days. Yeah, so what was the good old days? The good old days was traveling. And you'd be bitching half the time because there's so much damn traffic on the road. You'd be bitching half the time because you go to the gas station, you can't get in the place because everybody's at the gas station. Yeah, that stuff's disappeared. And what's really weird today is, I swear the amount of tractor trailers on the road is lighter. What's that all about? Is that because you hear so many stories of people don't want to drive tractor trailers anymore? So it isn't necessarily there couldn't be more tractor trailers. It's people don't want to drive them, they can't get them on the road. Or are the realities starting to play out where people, or I should say businesses, aren't ordering all this product like they used to because they've caught up and now they have too much product. You've heard that story, I'm sure, about the big box stores, Walmart, Target, the list goes on. They've over-purchased inventory and people aren't buying it. That's all another story, But how does this radiate? to your frickin' Ice HTV Ford Bronco tow review that you showed me last night that now you've taken away. Man, you're a frickin' hypocrite. And I just like to make YouTube videos, and maybe something out of all these videos, you watch them, and maybe you get some entertainment out of it. Cool. Maybe you learn something. Well, so far I'm learning that if you go buy a new car or used car, you don't get a full tank of gas. Now you're telling me if you buy a used car, they don't even go over it and service it, so you're just getting a used car from the other guy that they don't even want to spend any money on it, but they want to sell it to you at premium price. You're telling me that the roads are extremely light, so actually it'd be pretty cool to go traveling, as long as my budget allows me to spend a lot of money on gas. Well, you're telling me that the tractor-trailer guys have kind of disappeared as well because they can't find enough tractor-trailer drivers, or it's because the people or the businesses ordering all this stuff all the time have slowed down. They don't need any more stuff, right? And then you're telling me the car sales guys, they may be sucking wind anytime soon as well. Gee, any more good news for me? Yeah. Yeah, I know. The gloom and doom, right? Do you have your whole basement full of dry stored foods and ammo at this point? Yeah. All right, follow along on the YouTube Ice HTV Diesel F-450 travel towing adventures with the kid behind me who's having a blast. She is having a blast. That Ford Bronco, come on. That Bronco's so fun. I mean, sincerely, if I had confidence my daughter driving this truck and trailer, I'd be in the Bronco right now. I wouldn't be in this. I'd be like, cool, I'm driving the Bronco. But yeah, I mean, she would. If I sit here, take the wheel, she would do it. But now I got to put her on back roads and let her kind of get used to she has to understand that looking down the line of the trailer, just be able to know her parameters. There's a lot to a trailer. You'd be an idiot. I mean, I know people do it. Be an idiot though, just to hand over the keys to your kid. So go drive a trailer, not spend some time with them. All right, so look at this. We have still basically over 8 hours of driving time because we're gonna have to stop and get more fuel. 646 miles. So you're probably thinking, oh my God, you mean we have another 8 hours of videoing? How long is this video gonna be? Well, I need to go invite my family over and rent a movie theater for the 3-hour Cinemax movie of Ice HTV. Yeah, and another thing. So here's the thing. When I was down in Tennessee, we went to the movie theaters, and I'm not a big movie guy. And I can't sit somewhere for 2-3 hours. I go nuts. My body was going numb, and I was freezing in that freaking theater. We went to see Elvis and Top Gun. So my mother-in-law wanted my daughter to see the story about Elvis, so I bought tickets, which is really cool. It's so cool now. Movie theaters, you haven't been one? I hadn't been one for like 20-25 years. And last summer, we went to the movies down there in Bristol, next to Bass Pro Shops, and I walked that movie theater, and I was blown away how you have recliner seats, and you can buy your tickets online. And so that's what I did. I bought tickets online for 4 of us, and so my wife and I did the Tom Cruise. That's our era. And hey man, do you believe I used to look like Tom Cruise? Do you actually believe that? I mean, sincerely, would you believe that? I'll have to post some pictures of me when I was like 18, 20 years old and actually had hair, and I was much slimmer and in really great shape. Yeah, that's true, it is. But anyways, so I bought the tickets online. You go to the movie theater and you get your ticket stub, and you go in and enjoy the movie, and and it's the same old story as it was years ago. They show a gazillion previews before you watch the movie, and then you freeze your ass off. I mean, you freeze. I mean, oh my God. And then my body's going numb. But anyways, watch the Top Gun. Good movie, incredible. Tom Cruise, you got to give the guy credit. I give the guy credit for being able to stay as active as he is and do all the things he does, even though he has body double stunt guys. But he does a lot of that stuff. But I mean, just a great, it was a great movie. Anybody thinking about seeing it, You won't be disappointed. It's very emotional, pretty emotional movie. I mean, you really can relate with, what happens in that movie. If you have friends or family that pass this world, you'll get it. You'll understand. Or you had breakups, relationships. So all the drama stuff. So why the hell am I talking about this? Right? Why the hell am I talking about this? Yeah, it's because I know anybody watches this video now is like, how long is this video going to be? Yeah, do I have to make another 2-part series? The Virginia to Florida, road trip with the big featherweight trailer, F-450 diesel experience, when I was supposed to be posting another Bronco video of me pulling a bigger trailer, and do I get, 6 miles per gallon instead of 7? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right. I'll update you with more information later. How about that idea? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention here. I don't know. For me, I talk about so much stuff. My Gold Rush Challenger I bought my daughter last year. I sold that to Kuhn Sterling Ford, and that was part of the conditions of me buying that 5.0 GT Mustang. Yeah. What does it have to do with the tow video, right? I get it, but if people follow me, it's just information, So I sold them the Challenger because I looked at the daughter and said, look, if I get this GT 5.0 Mustang, the white one I bought her, something's got to go. So I'm sorry, you're not going to have, already too many, sincerely already too many cars. Could I part with a bunch of cars? I could, that's who I am. I've owned so many cars, let so many cars go in my lifetime. But anyways, so get this, a guy out of Texas actually saw that video of that car, and I guess he figured out the car there, that Kuhn Sterling Ford. I would imagine one of the sales guys said, yeah, this guy's had a YouTube channel, and he made videos of this car, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, so a guy out of Texas had that car shipped from Sterling, Virginia to Texas somewhere, and actually he just reached out on my YouTube channel, and he sincerely thanked me. He's really excited, and he loves the car. And there you go. Jesus Christ, man. It's like a freight train. Yeah. So he personally reached out to me like a day ago and sincerely thanked me for the videos and how nice the car is. And he claims it's a forever car. It'll be in the family forever. And for those who don't know, that was a wide-body Dodge Challenger 392 Scat Pack Edition. The Gold Rush paint theme, 1 year and done, with a manual transmission with all the TA accents on it. It was a black accents with that Gold Rush. And it was either a love or hate type of color. Some people call it pea green, but I thought it was nice. It was a nice car. And once again, it wasn't about me taking that car away from my daughter. It was she would rather have the Mustang. So on any of my forum members, Dodge forum members watching my video, they don't know. I never announced on the forum that I no longer have any, Mopar products for the moment. Me. I mean, it really, for me to say that I want to have a Mopar product, yeah, right. I mean, some pretty cool stuff's coming down the pipe. If you're in electric vehicles, yeah, who's into that stuff, right? So, anyways, I thought it was pretty cool. So, it's pretty neat. I drive all these vehicles and cars, motorcycles. And, it's inevitable. I'm going to get rid of them. And so, at some point in today's world of technology, you'll be able to. Some people watch my videos and go, "Oh yeah, man. I saw that car. I saw that truck. Yeah, I saw that guy had it." And you know what? I take care of my stuff. I don't abuse my stuff. That's not who I am, because I have to pay for it. Nobody gave me anything. So I don't have that attitude of beat the crap out of stuff. I just isn't who I am. I respect my vehicles as long as they respect me, right? As I torch the F-150 Lightning truck that drives me nuts, taking a road trip and trying to get the battery charged, right? Violence. Remember I told you the violence of the EV vehicles, it gets violent. I was talking about others, not me, right? Yeah, call the kettle black, right? Yeah, I get it. Wow, beautiful day, just incredible weather. Just incredible weather. I mean, look at this. I mean, we were blessed. I mean, I count my blessings, man. You gotta watch my video pray for a miracle. If you don't think I pray for a miracle every day of my life, I do. It's a great video. It's way buried in my 230 plus videos. But I got some great videos for anybody out there that's following my channel. You know, I've got a lot of life's experiences. I mean, I've been in the streets. I've been through a lot of challenges. You know, I've voiced many times. I've been up. I've been down. I've lost everything. I've gotten everything back. I mean, you know. So, point is, for me, I count my blessings. I go to church when I can. You know, and I do, and you know, and I say my prayers. I just believe in that. And you know, anybody out there that's not into that, whatever. You know, I'm not here to preach and tell you how to live your life. That's one thing about me. Don't tell me how to live my life. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. And my saying's been my whole life is, when you pay all my bills and pay my way, then yeah, you can tell me how to live my life. But until that time, no. So anyways, yeah, I got a Think and Grow Rich video in there. That's a really powerful video, I think, of a book written by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich, the 12 steps to success in life. And the 13th, you got to read it to figure out what the 13th is. And I got some business ideas videos. So, you know, not a lot of these motivational or informative videos, more car stuff. But anyways, just thought I'd pass that along to you because we all go through challenges in life. And, you know, I just think that having people around you and be more positive and negative is a huge powerful tool in life. Hang out with good people. Don't hang out with the bad people. You know those stories. All right. I'll hush up and get back to driving now, okay? We'll check back in later. And that's the talk of town these days is Buc-ee's. This is on Route 95 down here in South Carolina. Man, if you ever go one of those things are really neat. Great food, good prices for gas. They got a lot of paraphernalia in there. I mean, it's just a great operation, and they're popping up all over the country. And it's just a great business idea. Huge, you know, location, has tons of gas pumps and a huge supermarket and like a Ace Hardware or a Tractor Supply. I mean, it's just all in one. Really cool thing to go see. But the food is really good. That Buc-ee's is just north of Darlington and the Florence exit 164 if you're going north. So I mean, it's just a few miles from this Darlington, South Carolina area. Just for a reference, anybody that's like, wow, I want to go down to that Buc-ee's. I mean, they're building them all over the place. Well, one, do you not have an accident on the road, right? So what happened up here, I wonder? Somebody's down in the woods. Was it a fire? Look at this trailer. This looks like a 4x4 trailer off-road for his Jeeper. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Gladiator. All right, just took a little 30-minute break. There's my puppies. Man, I'll tell you what. It's a long drive. I've done it so many times, and I'm dragging, man. You know, Monday was not a good day. Sunday night wasn't a good night for me. My wife called me. We had a major blowout over something that I can't discuss. The good news is she and I are in good terms, but I didn't sleep. If you're a married person, you get all that. And then hell, Monday was the whole electric lightning, you know, challenge, which that was stressful. You watched that video on 4th of July. And, you know, so if you think about it, and then we packed up bags late last night, and now here I am driving, you know, that was Tuesday, you know, and I do have a company and a business to run, and I do have property to take care of, so it's not like when I'm at, you're listening to YouTube, I'm doing other things. It isn't like, so anyways, so then last night, I packed up for everything, and boy, I tell you today, I just been fighting from not falling asleep behind the wheel of the damn vehicle today. It's just been, because here's the thing, I didn't go to bed last night until like 11 o'clock. I woke up at 2 a.m., really didn't sleep. I woke back up at 4 a.m. I didn't go back to sleep. I got out of bed like 5-ish, and then you see what I did. I changed everything out by myself this morning, and now my kid just told me that the video I set up for me to be showing everybody the Bronco video has had a gazillion hits. I mean, and so now I'm thinking, oh my God, I feel bad. I feel bad now because I'm not making that video. I'm making a video of the F-450 truck. I mean, talk about just jinxing yourself. So I'd imagine people are going to be like, oh my God, this guy freaking totally faked this out. They'll be taking like clickbait. I get all that stuff. But oh my gosh. So sorry, everybody. I mean, sincerely, I honestly felt me making another tow video of the Bronco when I've already made one where it's so similar to the weights and everything. I just kind of figured a lot of people were like, man, you made this same video back like in April, and it's not really different besides it's just a different trailer behind you now. So I kind of thought, and so that's why I kind of abandoned that project. Plus, I really started thinking to myself, last night I Googled, how many gallons does the Bronco hold? And the two-door holds 16 gallons, and the four-door holds 20 gallons. And I started thinking, oh my gosh, if I get like 6 or 7 miles a gallon, I'm going to be doing the same thing I did last time. It's going to be, I'm going to have to stop 8-9 times going to Florida to get there, and have to do the same thing coming back. And I just kind of came to think, you know what? For my daughter, she has a really special relationship with my father, and she just loves hanging out down there in Florida. And I just got to thinking, you know what? My daughter just graduated from high school, and I said it earlier in the video. I just thought, why don't I just go ahead and, go ahead and I'm in the right-hand lane, which is brutal. It's brutal in South Carolina. The roads, I'm getting left-hand lanes. I have to start hauling ass to stay for everybody else. But anyways, last night I woke up at 2 a.m. and it just kind of like a brick hit me in the head. And I was like, you know what? I think that I should take the dually down and do a tow review in the dually and let my daughter drive the Bronco, even though part of me is like my wife, my wife would argue about that, and she didn't this time, thank goodness, that she would feel like it's too dangerous. But now that she's been with me, and we've had situations here where we have driven 12-hour days from like Florida to Tennessee with my daughter following me, she knows she can handle it. And, and I'm not doing crazy speeds. I don't want to get my daughter in trouble, so I'm maintaining things to be, right, if you know what I mean. So anyways, I got so fixated on abandoning the Bronco four-door project and switched over to this project because it just seemed to make more sense and make more fun, and for my daughter. But now, like I say, my daughter just, before we left that gas station, we took about a 45-minute hour break. That's the longest break I've ever taken coming down here, but we took that break. And then she tells me the last second that I've had like 2.6, over 2,000 hits. Oh my God. Like I say, my sincere apologies to anybody watching my video channel that they're now like, well, I'm bummed, but let me give you some good news. If you go back to my Bronco tow to Florida, it'll be the exact same thing. I mean, it'll be the exact same thing. It's just be earlier in the year. It'll be a different looking trailer, but it's going to be the same scenario. The Bronco, unbeknownst to me back then, back in April, I didn't know that truck was only rated 3,200 pounds. I thought it was rated 3,500 pounds. And I towed a good 3,700, 3,800 pounds. Wow. And And I kind of started thinking about that last night too. Like, I'm pushing it. I'm really pushing that, my logs. I got to thinking, let's take the F-450. All right, well, anyways, I'm trying to post a video of half this trip right now, but once you're out in the field, very difficult to get video content. You need to be in a Wi-Fi, so probably won't see a lot of this stuff till tomorrow. But then my dad's house, mom's house, the Wi-Fi is the worst. It's a fiasco trying to get stuff to download and upload. It's even worse to, you know, all you have to do is, it's 320 dpi. I'm like, yeah, I know. All right, the adventure continues. We're now about, let's look, we are 418 miles. I mean, right now, I'm not going to get into midnight. How are we doing on the fuel? And I kind of toned it down a little bit. There you go, 12. Wow. There you are, 12. I was thinking maybe 14. That F-150 or F-250 trailer truck, four-door, that I pulled back from Tennessee. But it wasn't the whole trip, so it's not, I don't know. There's a lot of debate. There's a lot of debate on that, too. All right. Beautiful driving. Roads are light. Everywhere it's light. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but you got to wonder. This front steering, you're constantly having to play with this front steering wheel because it's that front solid axle. So the truck walks. And it's just so aggravating. I mean, it really is. You know, it's a lot of work. This is a workout. This is like me driving a tanker truck or a tractor trailer. I mean, it just wears you out. Wow, do we hit below 11 before the day's over? I mean, we start this. I can't even speak, can I? Jesus Christ. I mean, look. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yeah, is this thing kicking my ass today? It is. These dually trucks, I was just thinking to myself, no, here, look at the road, man. It's just wide open, man. I mean, anybody wants to go traveling this year? I'd be traveling. I mean, oh my God. The roads are just empty. I mean, it's just so nice. Yeah, you know, I was just thinking to myself, how many trucks I've brought down here to Florida. And whether you realize it or not, it wasn't until 2017 that I actually started coming down here to see my family more than ever. I mean, I went 10 years without coming down here. I mean, it just, you know, it just didn't have the time and a lot of other things to go along with that. But point is, I was just running through my head how many different vehicles I've brought down and how many vehicles I have towed with. So, like a tip of my tongue, Ram 1500 diesel, Echo diesel. I towed with that, and I brought my motorcycle trailer down. I think I brought my white one down. Then I eventually had a red one, or a red one, then a white one. Then I had a Ram 2500 Mega Cab with the 6.4 392 motor in it. And I pulled with that, and oh my gosh, that was 7 miles per gallon for my, yeah, I had a car, I had like a 24-foot car hauler. And I'm not lying here. I stuffed in it a Jeep Cherokee, not a Grand Cherokee, a little Cherokee, and 2 of my Harleys. And it was so tight. It was my first like car hauler I bought. And, you know, it was nothing fancy, but the cops the task, but Jesus Christ. The bikes basically were hitting the front bumper of the Cherokee. And I think I actually damaged a little bit the paint on my one black CVO Street Glide that I had. And then I, you know, graduated up to like another trailer. And eventually, in 2017, I got the car hauler. I ordered that 28-foot car hauler, and I used my brand new gold color F-450 dually, which you guys never saw that really. And I towed with it, and you know, same thing. You get down here in this Georgia area, and the trucks just all over the place. These Fords, to me, are very challenging, you know, towing, because the front end to me is just too much walking. It's just too loose. mean, that's just the way they are. I mean, somebody else said, I've owned the Chevy, Ram, and Ford. I love Ford. I'm just showing you the way it is. I mean, some people will just lie just because they like their product so much. So then after 450, then I had a Ram 2500 white diesel, and I used that one to tow down my boat that I bought in 2017. 2017, I went up and down this road, I mean, probably 20 times. And for me, I had to take things down to Florida, kind of get things in order. That's a whole other story. But anyway, so then I had a 2016 Ram 3500 Mega Cab, really beautiful truck. And that truck there, I probably never should have got rid of that truck. I ordered it on my birthday, and it was a Laramie Bighorn. It was the high Laramie, limited Laramie. It was a $92,000 truck in like 2016, and it was just it was white with gold trim, and that thing was like a train on rails. That damn thing, like my F-150 truck, where it's just glued to the road. I mean, I drove that thing down here and back, and I'm just telling you, that was a great truck. And once again, I went to Ford though. I told you earlier in the video about my Chrysler Capital and the Dodge Ram relationships and stuff like that. So I just kind of went to the Ford direction. I just decided to have all Ford. That's just kind of how I operate. I'm kind of the type of guy where I buy a Chevy, then I buy a bunch of other Chevy stuff. Or if I buy a Jeep, then I buy a bunch of other Jeep stuff. If I buy a Ram, buy a bunch of other Ram stuff. Buy a Dodge, buy a bunch of other Dodge stuff. That's just kind of what I do. Toyotas as well. And even Volkswagens. I mean, I just kind of always kind of get like in that pattern of Pontiacs, just the list goes on and on and on. So I just evolved, to the Ford product. And really what drove me to the Ford product was the massaging seats and the adaptive cruise control. Because I live behind the wheel of vehicles. And so anyways, so I just got to thinking, oh my gosh, it's pretty incredible. Since 2000, really, I guess, 17, I guess 15, 16, 7 years of just how many different vehicles I've towed down here and the experiences that I've had. Then my Ford Expedition, I towed my motorcycle trailer with, it drank gas. My Ford Bronco, which everybody here probably is thinking, where this video went south. Well, I'm driving south, so I guess it could go south, right? So anyways, just follow me along. I was going to make a 2-part video because it's going to be so damn long. And yeah, do I like to talk? I do. I'm a guy that, lives behind the vehicle. So here's my kid. Yeah, it's starting a little darker. I'm going to switch out my glasses. I'm going to switch over to my night driving glasses. It's not really dark per se, but anyways, so yeah, it was a kid call because she needs to use the ladies' room. So we're gonna get off up here and get some fuel and whatever else to keep the road going. But you know what I was going to say? It's so funny. I have a thought process, and then somebody calls me and I lose it. What I was going to say is, for truck drivers, I can sympathize with truck drivers. These are people that live down the wheel of a truck all day long. And, I mean, they have a social life that they don't. But what I mean by that is, they can talk on their phone to their spouse or friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. But it's such a, you're so independent. That's what I've done most of my life. I've been a very independent, individual, from driving trucks to being in sales and doing my own thing, and owning my own company. So I've always been very independent. And I think to myself, good golly, can I go work for somebody else again? Yeah, I know it'd be challenging, but at the same time, not necessarily, because I like being involved in things and doing things. So, all right, we're gonna get off up here, get some fuel, make the kid happy, and adventure. Still not in Florida. I'm running behind. We took a break back there. I had to take a break. It's just either, be smart and know when your body says it's time to take a time out, or you're looking at a video with my truck and trailer sitting on the side of the road where it didn't play out correctly. Boy, a lot of cops down here in Georgia. A lot of police. I wish the Buc-ee's. It's too bad to have these Buc-ee's so spread out. I went by one, but then the next one's way down here beyond where I'm getting off to head west to the west coast of Florida. Hey, we're going to Kingsland. Kingsland. How about that, huh? Interesting, right? All right, how's the truck looking? I mean, this is just such a cool truck. How many F-450 dually trucks have you seen out in the field? I mean, even think about this. What about a F-450 with that Godzilla motor? This transmission, something's going on. I came in here, and this thing does a hard downshift, like from third to second gear. I'm going to have this truck looked at when I get down here. Now, this is the scary part. This trailer's pretty rock solid, but that's funny. I didn't even lock it. I did lock it. What the hell? Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Right? Jeez, yes. Yeah. So everything's standing. Thank God. But I'm going to check it out. All right, this is now, the third fill up? So for me, I'm at like let's say I'm at $375, maybe $400. Definitely $500 to get here. And then you factor the Bronco. The Bronco's going to be probably $250.
Can you fill it up with your card?
What's wrong?
Because my card only has so much money on it, and I wanted to use it in Florida.
Wow, amazing. Well, we can make that work. Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about that. Go ahead and use your card. We'll make it work. Yeah, reality sets in, right? This drives me nuts. The $5 gas, and you can't fill up. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, hello. It's just dummies. All right, so I just talked to the guy in this food store here at this Shell station. Yeah, and he's saying exactly what I'm saying. He's like, people are not coming to the gas station. They can't afford it. He's like, what? You can't run his boss? I said, hey, it seems slow. Are you slow? And he's like, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're real slow. I said, why? He said, because people can't afford to buy gas anymore. Like, yep. I told him that these greedy-ass stock market guys would freaking get in the reality of life this world. The barrel of oil is going to be back to $60. Your $3 gas is coming back. Yeah, I thought the gas would taper down by late spring, early summer. Obviously, I'm wrong, but guess what? Yeah, things are changing. All right. Now, there's two things I wish I would have done before I left. I took this truck to Florida. We should have tinted the window, and we should have put a freaking, whatever you call it, a visor thing across there, a window tint in the front, which I never knew was legal. But if you look here, here's this little line right here. So you can put a strip across this windshield, and it's incredible how it totally darkens the entire truck inside, and the glare isn't as bad. And it's like this truck, believe it or not, it's hot. This is just a two-door truck, but it's hot. And it doesn't have this auto AC, because this is just an XL package. But I mean, I'm not lying. This truck is not like, yeah, you can freeze your ass out of it, but it's hard to maintain a comfortable temperature. All right, so see that engine light there? Yeah, something's going on. But it's pretty cool. The dealership down here where I'm going in Florida is a really cool dealership. And they know me, and they take really good care of me because they bring my cars down here. In fact, my Ranger truck that my dad drives all the time, it's due for a service. That Bronco over there, my daughter's driving, is going to be due for a service. This truck here's got something going on, so it's going to be due for service. So, hey, what am I going to be doing, right? Yeah, I'm going to go to Florida and live at the dealerships again, right? Oh, boy. Yeah, I like taking care of my stuff. All right, got the kid behind me. Haven't done a drive-by for the kid. You know, anybody been watching my videos here a lot lately, my kid's been involved in a lot. I mean, you know, she's usually right next to me, over here, sitting next to me. So, yeah. Is it a little quieter in the truck today? Yeah, what do I, huh? So, but what I'm really was going to say to you was that I haven't done any drive-bys of her in the Bronco, but we'll do that. There's a good area down here on 301. There's just a beautiful area down here on 301 in Florida to get down to the West Coast. And so anyways, my kid should do a fast one there to hang with Dad. So I'll probably do some nice videos there. We'll see. Maybe one on the highway. I don't know. The highway's a little harder to do. All right, the adventure continues. I think I always get confused. Oh, here it is. So we're right here. We came right down to the edge of Florida. How about that, huh? You know, it's pretty amazing. I have not seen many Broncos, Ford Broncos on the road. I've seen a few, but, you know, not many. That yellow Ford Bronco I got, I bought that, you know, thinking my daughter'd like it, and she does like it, and that thing really is just a really cool setup. These Broncos, they are so much fun. I can't emphasize enough that, yeah, you know, I would have enjoyed more bringing my four-door Bronco down here, but at the same time, I just didn't feel like stopping like 8. It's 9-10 stops. It's so aggravating. It just is. It just is not fun having for a gas station every 100 miles. You know, that was kind of the driving force. Yeah. Was I pushing to the max? Yeah. You know, do you eventually run out of luck? But it's just such a stout vehicle. And that trailer didn't push it around. It just doesn't struggle with that trailer. So, yeah, I just feel very confident it can take that amount of weight. The transmission, the engine. I mean, yeah, I know. I get it. I understand. People watch my video like, yeah, but the frame or the hitch. I can't believe the hitch. We're at the frame. The hitch is going to be used for more than, you know, that hitch is pretty much universal. It's designed to handle more than 3,500 pounds. That hitch is probably designed to hold 7,000 pounds. Since they use it in so many other applications, if not 10,000 pounds. That hitch could be the same hitch that's the back of my Ford F-150 Lightning. You know what I mean? That's kind of interesting. Besides me ordering another F-150 Lightning truck, what else is going on, right? If you saw my Indian Challenger, you know, purchase, you saw that I had actually ordered an Indian Pursuit, which is basically just the Indian Challenger as a dressed up touring bike. So that's supposed to come in it'll probably come in when I'm down here. Yeah, I don't know. You know, do I take that? Downside is I'm down here, and you know, I won't be back up in Tennessee probably until the first part of August. So I'll lose a month from Tennessee because I'm gonna be down here and just too much going on, you know. So, but here's the thing, you know, I've always had something going on in the background, you know. But what do I want? I mean, in all reality, what's the market right now that I would want? I just have to tip my tongue. You know, there really isn't anything that's sticking out besides the vehicles that I have. Okay, so here's the thing. Can I get a Ford Raptor R? You know, that's the new Ford Raptor with the Predator supercharged Mustang GT500 motor. Yeah, would that be pretty badass? It would be, but it's going to be expensive. I mean, it's going to be, yeah, I know people probably say, yeah, you have so many cars. But yeah, but that's going to be, at the end of the day, to get one, I don't know. If a dealer doesn't charge you ADM on it, you order one, you're still lucky to get one. It's gonna be $100,000, so it's not out of range for me to get one of those. I mean, yeah, okay. Then what do I give up? That would have to be like I give up the Shelby Super Snake truck, 2-door lower. But here's the thing: that F-150 Tremor truck just satisfied my needs so well that I had a Raptor 37 package, done. I had a deal done on one, but I didn't like the numbers, so I didn't do it. So I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know if I really want to get it. I've already had 3 Raptors, so do I really want another or 2 Raptors? Do I really want another Raptor? So there's a checkbox, and then the Raptor Bronco. I just really like my Bronco. I just don't feel like, there's a new Raptor Bronco. If you look at that new Raptor Bronco, it's huge. It's a big vehicle. It's 7 inches wider than the regular Bronco. So unbeknownst to many people, that Raptor R, it's a whole different animal. It's a whole different vehicle. I'm just not fixated on that. Thank God. I've been more fixated on the Lightning truck and the Buc-ee's. What am I turning into, an EV channel? Yikes, right? So what's next? The excitement factor. What is next? I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. All right. Long ass video, right? All right, see that right there? You probably didn't. This is exit or East 200, West 200. This is a great way to get off the 95 exit and get over to Route 75. This is now turns into 301, and it's just a really nice drive. Versus right now, you go, look at that Ford F-350, whatever, 450 over there. Pretty cool, right? So otherwise you go 95, you stay on 95, and then 95 shoots you over to 295, it shoots you over Route 10. And it's just usually so much traffic that I really like this because it's really nice, scenic. It's a more enjoyable ride. So if anybody comes down 95 and wants to get over to the West Coast and get over Route 10 and get over to 75, this is a nicer way to do it. And watch me ruin my enjoyment as every other brother drives this road. But it's just beautiful scenery, and it's like the country. Florida has a lot of country. Even for me, I talk about how Florida, everybody and their brother's moving to Florida, but there's still a ton of open space in Florida. There's a lot. There's a lot of open, just beautiful areas. The only downside of the Florida for me, my parents and family moved down here in the early 90s, and I never came down. And, it's the weather. You don't really get a change of season, which as you get older, it's definitely nice to be down here in the winter months. As you get older, those colder months get to you. But, it's just flat. It's flat. If you love the water and you're a boater, this is where you want to live. If you're not a huge, boater or a beach person, I don't know why you moved down here personally. And a lot of people do move down here and they turn around and they move back home. They don't like it. They come down here and it's hot, humid, insect city. It's not talked about, which is kind of concerning to me, because there is so much massive development that's being built down here. And, as Florida is a hot spot for hurricanes. And I just look around when I'm down here and think, man, there's so much development. And God forbid, should there ever be any major hurricane season, in parts of the west coast of Florida, oh my God, it's, people don't know this. And I do, because my family lives here, and we've been involved with hurricane evacuations. People don't know that when a hurricane comes in, you're told to leave. Now, you can stay, and be underwater with your house and drown. But here's the thing. If you opt to leave, which is probably wise to do, you have to drive out of state, or, you have to get out of the state of Florida. It's a zoo to get out. It's a traffic nightmare. But what people don't know is, once you leave the state of Florida, the state won't let you come back in after the storm passes the next day. You could possibly be living out of the state of Florida hotel for a week, 2 weeks, maybe even a month. And the kid's calling me again. What the hell's going on now? Jesus, great. All right, there she is. Let me try to get a picture too, right? Look at that. The whole thing gets up and goes, doesn't it? Like that, don't we? See me in front of me now. When do the lights come on, right? I need to switch out glasses. All right, let me come up on her since we catch up to her. That's hard. It's hard to believe he speeds down here that's high. Look at that 65-mile-an-hour road. Look at this. Is that crazy or what? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, so got distracted there with the kid wanting to show off the Bronco, right? So anyway, I was just sharing some information, just talking now about general things. But I think to myself as an individual, this Florida area is a definitely very hot area where everybody's wanting to move to Florida. I mean, what's going on? What is that all about? And we do know what it's about if you follow the, news. But at the same time, I think to myself, wow, do people really know the state of Florida? And I actually read a really good article a few years ago about how, I just mentioned, how many people do move to Florida, but then they move out. So it's kind of a false information thing, meaning you're hearing in Florida, everyone brother is moving to Florida. But what you don't hear is there's a ton of people moving out of Florida because the northeastern people come down here. If you have the income to own 2 homes and be a snowbird, then this really works really well. Meaning you still have a home up north for the summer months, and then you have a home down here for the winter months. That's a perfect scenario. That's your best Florida and type of living for people that lived up in the Northeast most of their life that aren't used to these hot, dreadful summers. But if you're not the individual that can afford to have 2 homes and you decide you're just going to live in Florida year-round, those are the people I think that end up packing up and moving to North Carolina, South Carolina, maybe Georgia, or, Tennessee, Kentucky. I don't know. It's just, I think those are the people that come to realize that the weather is just too hot. It's very hot. It's very humid. It's a sweatshop. And you walk out the door and you're, already feel like you're in a sauna. But back to my point is, it's interesting how so much development is going on down here in Florida. And I just think to myself, I sometimes wonder if anybody ever steps back and goes, if we had some pretty bad hurricanes, and I'm not here by any means wanting that to happen, but something like that played out, and then where we are today more than ever with material challenges, can you even imagine your home being damaged? And then when would you be able to get back into your home if it was major reconstruction? I mean, I think you're a year out. You could be 2 years out because there's so many other people that are involved in the problem. Just ideas to think about. For me, I I don't see myself moving down here, because I come down here and I enjoy it, but at the same time, it isn't a place where I'd prefer to live. It's just too flat. It's just flat. And intersection after intersection in the cities, oh my God. All right, nothing personal here, just sharing information, right? Just talking to talk, right? Boy, what happened to that Bronco tow video? Well, I do have one, so I didn't fib too much, did I? See this area here? This is just this is 301 down here in Florida, but this is actually 200. It's actually 200. I call it 301 because it ends up converting into 301, but this is all a newer area. It's been around, not like it's brand new today, but what's so cool about this 200 that connects into 301, you see so many of the old towns here, the good old days when you didn't have Route 95 and you didn't have the major thoroughfares, and 301 was your main artery to get around. And as we travel down this road, you're going to see these old towns, old hotels and stuff. I think it's just so cool to go back in the day. It's, for me, it's when I think I was growing up, the 60s, 70s. It just reminds me of being a kid again. Isn't that what life's all about? I mean, come on. Don't we all want to be a kid again? Or do we, right? Wow, it's hard to believe we're already here at Route 10. That's pretty cool. That's a nice drive. There's a nice Love's truck stop right there. The railroad tracks. All the rail cars. Oh, we gonna run into rain? Maybe. Look here. Rain. It's raining. We've had a damn good day though. You can't complain about the weather, right? Stark. What is so weird about Stark, Florida? It seems like that town is made fun of. What is that all about? Without getting too personal, right? There's Ocala, Florida, the rich horse country. John Travolta owns land up there. Beautiful sky. I mean, look at that. Isn't that cool? Pretty neato. Florida definitely is not having any issues with getting water. Other parts of the country, they're in droughts. Florida's getting pounded this year. A lot of rain. Oh boy, we're into heavy rains now. I saw my kid doing those heavy rains at nighttime, which he's not used to, right? I'll slow down for him. I'm so used to LED lighting, so this truck here got the analog. Not bad. Better than I thought, actually. I can see where I'm going. Right? So our fuel economy stayed respectable. Oh, it's a long way. Midnight, bring it in. Yeah, all the trucker guys, like, I can't see. Hey, welcome to Florida, right? Kid did good. I'm pretty impressed. She didn't call me and start telling me I can't see, so I mean, we got some pretty heavy rain actually. That's why I kind of turned the phone off, because it was pretty radical there for a while, but it stopped now. But the kid did great. I'm impressed. You're driving at nighttime in downpouring rain. When has she done that? She doesn't drive at nighttime per se, if you know what I mean by that. Here comes the train. Boy, it's humid out. Man, it's like a sauna. You'd think if the rains came in, it wouldn't be like that, right? All right, the kid wants to race. Ready, go! Look at that. Pretty impressive, huh? That's not bad. I'll have to do it from a slower speed. See if we can come up around a light here. There's our light up here. Oh, good. Here we go. Kind of like to give it a run. We're coming down the home stretch. Damn, what a long ass day. Gotta have a little fun at some point, right? Alright, so for this truck here, you know, there isn't really any options for me. So the kids having fun over there. See, we come to a complete stop though. So we can't. Let him get ahead of us. Let him get ahead of us. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Not bad at all, huh? That's pretty good. Yeah, that takes me. I mean, once that thing gets going, those turbos kick in. Remember, I got a trailer behind me, so here's the reality, right? Take the trailer off, but if you considering I got a trailer, you know, that's not too bad. We'll see if we can do a rolling, rolling one here. No, we got a light up here. We need a complete stop. By the time we get up to this light, it'll turn green. Yeah, what I tell you. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, gone again. Oh, here you go. Maybe this will be the first light. Maybe. I don't think it will. I think by the time we get these lights, it'll turn green. Ah, maybe not. Let's see here. Okay. This actually may be the first official. Yeah, this will be the actual first official from a dead stop. But I think it doesn't matter with that trailer. With that trailer, I can't take you. So we'll have to do the same thing with no trailer. And that'll be interesting with no trailer. Yeah, that'll be our next little video. Oh my gosh, what a freaking day, man. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of driving a damn vehicle. Jesus Christ. It's gonna be basically midnight when I get home, get to my parents' house. You know, I've been going since 5:30 this morning. Yeah. So, you know, yeah. Yeah, you can't even see me now, right? Yeah, there you go, right? So, anyways, I don't know much more to say. Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching my videos. And, yeah, I hope you learned something today. You just learned that an F-450 with 3,800 pounds behind it can't beat a Bronco. 2.7 that is. But you know, I'd love to do a video with the trailer unhooked. I'd be amazed this thing wouldn't take. I don't know. It'd probably be pretty close. It'd probably be like head to head. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks so much for the support and watching my videos and all that good stuff. And what are we doing next, right? With my blurry videos, the blur tube. What you should call your not ice HTV, but blur HTV. All right, everybody. Hope everybody has a peaceful night. Thanks for watching Ice HTV, and stay tuned for more videos.